softball coach Tiffany Patteson. You may remember Tiffany as a stellar softball player for Youngstown State from 2003 to 2006. She's in her first season as assistant coach, joining us in July. The softball team recently concluded their fall season with a record of 6-2. And Coach, if you could just give us your evaluation of the fall season.
Sure. First of all, thanks for allowing me to be here with you guys today. Our fall season went really well. It was a chance for us to basically adjust to the new players and for them to adjust to us. It was fun seeing the girls really respond to the new coach and Coach Campbell, and I really feel that we have found our weaknesses and our strengths, and we're looking forward to working on that in this upcoming offseason.
You mentioned that there were several newcomers on the team this year. Can you let us know about some of them?
Our newcomers have had a great role to play as they came in this season, and most of them actually ended up starting for us. So the upperclassmen have been really embracing of these newcomers, and it's helped us gel as a team, and the newcomers are finding their way and really doing well for us. It's exciting.
Jordan Ingles had a pretty good fall season for you. Can you talk a little about Jordan?
Jordan is one of our biggest personalities on the team, as well as a leader on the field. Jordan is a very good player who has a lot of potential, and is going to be a good leader for us. So it's nice to have someone like her as a newcomer come in and step it up right away.
And finally, can you tell us how it is to be back here at Youngstown State?
It feels like I never left. I mean, coming back to this family, it's very easy to be accepted again, and a very enjoyable time to be on the other side of the fence. It's hard sometimes, but I get my fill in, running around at practice with them and putting my glove on, so I get that fill in. But being a coach, it's definitely nice, and it's a good time to be a Penguin.
Okay, thanks, Coach. And now we'll have head baseball coach Rich Pasquale.
Thanks, Jamie. The baseball team, like the softball team, just concluded its fall season. They didn't have a win-loss record per se. It was a red-white inter-squad World Series that ended in a tie, actually, 1-1. Last game was called by darkness. The teams combined to score 40 runs in 3 7-inning games. It looks like we'll have some offensive pop in the line this year. But, Coach, I guess what was your assessment of the fall season?
Well, I was very excited. First off, this was our first fall together, being offered a position actually a year ago today. And so it was very exciting to have a fall season. We had a number of objectives coming into it, a lot of on-field work, a lot of reps defensively, a lot of different things that we had to go over. Last year, the start of our season right at Georgia Tech, and this year we're able to have over 20 inter-squad games. During that time, in between innings, we got a lot of reps defensively, a lot of ground balls while the pitcher's getting ready, a lot of fly balls for the outfielders, just a lot of work, and I was very pleased with that.
Last year, the squad was pretty seniorish with 9 of them. This year, you only have 2. You have 14 newcomers. Just talk about the newcomers a little bit, and if you approach things differently with such a different team this year compared to last year.
It is. 14 newcomers, a very good mix with 7 freshmen and 7 junior college players. And the one thing, though, that I did say to our players at our first meeting was, that a lot of people make comments once you first get your first recruiting class in, things will go well. And I told the returning players that as soon as I came on board, they were my guys. And it was important that we have a good mix. And the returning players have really stepped up along with the newcomers. And the newcomers working very hard. The junior college guys are really showing their experience, and that kind of continues with the senior group that we lost.
For those of you that don't know, Coach Pasquale is related to the Boston Red Sox manager Terry Francona by marriage, so I hope I don't hurt your feelings with this question. But it seems to be that you're the underdog in baseball, with Fresno State coming out of nowhere to win the CWS, and then Tampa Bay just beat Boston and made it to the World Series with 1/3 the payroll. Do you guys talk about that as a team, being a team, from a mid-major conference, and especially a team from the north, that anybody can kind of come out of anywhere and be nationally competitive?
Absolutely. We talked about that day one, really taking a look at what Fresno State did this past season. They were a 4 seed, and I said to our guys, why can't that be us? We can win our conference, move on to the NCAA regionals. Anything can happen in a tournament play. I mean, we saw that last year. We were very, very confident in our last week of the regular season, beating West Virginia at West Virginia. At that time, they had 35 wins, and they were 26-5 at home. We beat them. The very next night, beating Kent State. The next weekend, we win 2 out of 3 at Miller Park against Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And then, unfortunately, in the tournament, we went 2-0. A lot of different things happen in tournament play. And with the hard work and the way we're going about things, and really talking about one pitch at a time and finishing off innings and finishing off games, finishing off pitches. A lot of things that we talk every day. We really see at the end of this past fall and going into our individual workouts.
Last question. Raise your Phillies.
Going with the Rays.
All right. Happy 1-year anniversary, by the way. And thank you, everybody. And we'll turn it over to Coach Aycock.